6:47 here on your Wednesday morning, and welcome back here to the show. Metro Sheriff Joe Lombardo joining us this morning for our Morning Cup of Joe segment. Good to see you again, sir.
Good to see you.
Good morning, Sheriff. Yesterday, the entire community remembered 2 years since 1 October. What's the department doing working with fire to respond to critical incidents?
Yeah, that's a good question. You know, traditionally, when you think about critical incidents, the police department, your first responders would respond, and then subsequently the fire would come in behind them and do what they do as a profession. But nowadays, we realize it's more important to render aid immediately. So we support the fire in conjunction with our response during critical incidents. And if you recall from 1 October, there was a lot of need for us to apply first aid in the immediacy of the event, and that's not unique to, it's not a normal thing for the police department to do. We rely a lot on the fire department on the medical aspects of things, but now we're starting to learn that we have to have that skill set. We need their supplies to help us. We need them to be in conjunction with us as we move forward. So we've changed that paradigm in training and response to critical incidents now, so they're hand to hand with us, and it's unique for them. It's unique for us. So it's a good partnership, and that's one of the things we identified in the after action, was for us to be more symbiotic and play well together in the sandbox.
Yeah.
So.
Lessons from a tragedy, to be sure. Last night was National Night Out, of course, as well. Let's talk about the impact of an event like this in our community.
Well, it's pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, obviously, you don't go to National Night Out. Is that what I heard earlier?
He's asleep.
I was asleep, unfortunately. It was a busy day yesterday.
So you go to sleep at 5 o'clock in the afternoon?
Sometimes.
I feel like this does not answer the question, but yes, it's true.
No, National Night Out is, obviously, it's national. It's a program, you know, it's been around for a long time. And traditionally it was you turned on your porch lights and showed solidarity in fighting crime, neighborhood watch concept, you know, in your support of the police. And that's what it is. Now it's more of a carnival type event where you come out, you know, it's education on what programs the police department can provide, awareness of what kind of crimes are occurring in your neighborhood, and the time to get to meet your police officer that operates in your neighborhood and your neighbor. You know, one thing I've learned in my 30-plus years, 40-plus years in Las Vegas, the neighbors don't traditionally talk to each other quite often. This is an opportunity for them to do that. It's find out who your neighbor is. You know, if you see something going around my house, you know, it's a neighborhood watch opportunity. So it's a carnival type event for the kids, and it's a good feel-good.
Yeah.
Next year I'll go.
I guess that's
yes,
the best
we
word.
will be there next year.
It's a feel-good.
Yeah.
Sheriff Lombardo, we have several presidential candidates back in town today. What type of demand does that place on the department, especially during campaign seasons?
Mentally?
In all ways.
It is a demand. It's because, you know, we respond to the threat picture. If we receive some threats from individuals that dislike certain candidates, we have to be able to respond to that, provide protection for the candidates. It's not a formalized thing until they become the declared candidate. And that's when the Secret Service gets involved. Or if we receive some active threats, the Secret Service will be involved. But beyond that, it's important for us to provide an environment of safety for them. Because you have individuals on the left and the right that, you know, they become zealots, reference or passionate reference their beliefs, and we don't want any candidate to get harmed as a result of their positions and their statements. So it's a draw on us. It's not a huge draw, but we do provide a level of protection.
It is that time of year. Nevada's always a hotbed for politics.
Mm-hmm.
Sheriff Lombardo, thank you very much for coming in this morning and joining us. If you have a question for Sheriff Lombardo yourself, you can submit it at our website, which is 8newsnow.com, and find out if your question was answered every Wednesday.